Once more, feel your inner lift. Feel those side ribs lengthening up. And let those tops of the shoulders release down. And on your next exhalation, we'll let the head bow slightly, acknowledging the peace, the love, the compassion that's in your heart. Then we'll slowly open our eyes and we'll bring our heads up. Welcome again, everybody. If you interlace your fingers, palms toward me, let the thumbs reach away from you as the hands reach up toward the ceiling. From your root of your base, feel those side ribs lift up even further. Thumbs reaching away, little fingers coming down towards the floor. And we'll let the hands unclasp, hands return down to the floor, and we'll reclasp, palms toward me, once more, heading up. Thumbs reaching away, side ribs lifting up. Head may bow slightly forward. And this time, as the fingertips reach away, we'll bring the right hand down, left fingertips reach up and over. And we'll switch sides. Right fingertips reach up and away. And we'll lift that right hand up, bring the left hand over. Nice inhale here, exhale. Little blowing palm action. Just breathe through those right side ribs. And we'll come up. Now left fingertips reach up and over. And reaching down, we'll bring the hands down. Easy twisting here. Right hand behind you. Left hand on the right knee. Inhale up here and exhale. Gently twist towards your right. And coming back to center. Now the left hand behind you for support. Right hand on left knee. Inhale up here and exhale, twisting towards your left. And coming back to center. We'll repeat this one more time, possibly coming a little bit deeper and letting the head turn. Right hand behind you, left hand on the right knee. Inhale up again, tall spine. Exhale, gently twisting to the right. And with this one, the head may gently turn toward the left. If the neck says, nope, don't do it. Kind to yourself, a head slump. And we'll look back to the right. We'll bring ourselves out of the twist. And now left hand behind you, right hand on left knee. Inhale up here, tall spine. Exhale, twisting to the left. And the head may gently turn toward the right. Head turners, we'll look back to the right and bring ourselves back to center. All right, so lift the right fingertips up toward the ceiling, bending at the elbow. Gently let the left hand come over, just a little assist on one arm, Gomukhasana. Lengthening up to that right tricep. Arms reach up toward the ceiling, gently bending the left elbow. Assist twist here on Gomukhasana on the left side. And we'll let those fingertips lift up toward the ceiling once more. Lifting up, interlace those fingers, and just one more time, hand palms reaching up toward the ceiling. and releasing the hands down to the floor. All right, we'll change the feet here to go, bringing our bottom of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. Just lifting, breathing into the inner thighs here. We'll bring our hands behind us for support. Let the front of the chest open here. Happy with the head? And supporting yourself as you bring yourself up. Now the hands safely come to the floor in front of you. Chest opens. Flat back forward bend here. Let the fingertips reach forward away from you. Breathing here. Little toes pressing together, big toe mounds moving away from each other. And those that choose to want to come a little bit deeper, if you want to, let the back round, stay up as high as you need. Breathing here. Sit bones reaching back. And gently walking the hands back toward each other. We'll assist the knees to come up. Extend your left leg forward. Tall spine here as you capture your right knee. We'll bring your left hand out beside you. Right elbow and right knee press together for the lift up. And gently twist towards your left. Keeping length to the left heel away from you. Mountain pose, Tadasana action in there. And then coming back to center, and we'll switch the legs. Left knee comes into view, tall spine. Right hand comes out, left elbow and left knee press together for the lift. And then gently twisting toward your right. And we'll come back to center. Straighten your left leg out. Support beside you as you need it. Dandasana staff pose. Heels reaching forward. Toes coming toward you. Hello hamstrings for some of us. So once more, flat back, let the fingers gently come forward till you find an edge. Breathing here. Re-energize through the heels away from you, toes coming toward you. Think about the toes spreading apart. Another big inhale here and exhale. If you choose, want to come a little deeper. Hands may come to feet, hands may touch toes, whatever works for you. Breath here. And then we'll gently support ourselves back up, bending the right knee, bending the left knee, giving yourself a hug here. Feel the spine grow, feel the sacrum coming into the back body, and a breath here. And then we'll transition to our backs. So as you lay down, any head support that you need, using any propping that you have, and we'll lie flat for a moment. Okay, so we'll bring our right knee in toward our chest. As you bring your right knee in toward your chest, point and flex your right foot. Maybe make a little circle, semicircle. So when I like to get a little action into and then we'll switch sides, bringing your left knee in. Little ankle movements here. So I'm going to check in real quick. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes. Yes.
All right, thank you.
It was
Background person.
I don't know what's going on, but as long as we can kind of get through this together, we'll make it. All right, so let's bring that right knee back into the chest again. Left leg extends, and make a few little movements here. Just gently moving that right knee around. And we'll switch sides. Left knee comes in. Left knee circles here. Then we'll bring that right knee in to join. Fingertips come out in a letter T, easy twisting. Nice inhale here, exhale, we'll twist to your right. Knees come back up, another nice inhale, exhale, knees to the left. And bringing knees back up again. So, just gently moving side to side here. Got our Parvattanasana action. As the knees come up, of course, lengthen to the opposite fingertips away from you. And the head may turn in that direction too. Those that like to have a little more challenge with this, the legs can start to straighten. Final pose, of course, legs are completely straight and feet gently, toes gently float toward outstretched fingertips. But pick the version that's safe for you today. Keeping the breath nice and flowing. And then if you do have the legs extended, I like to go out the way you went in. We'll start to come back toward easy twisting, side to side, a couple more times here. And then we'll make our way back to center and placing the feet on the floor. All right, just a little core work here. This is not a sit-up. I call it the nose up toward the ceiling. If you will, clasp your hands behind your head. Feet, knees are bent, feet safely on the floor here to start with. And the nose lifts up toward the ceiling. Just feel the stomach muscles, the core. So as the nose comes up, the belly button goes down. Posing actions. Nose up, belly goes down. Those that want a little more, the feet can start to lift from the floor. Those that want a lot more, legs, feet may start to extend up toward the ceiling. Don't have to. Keep where you want to safely today. Feet on the floor, complete and safe option. A few more times with this. And as we did earlier, we'll go out the way we came in. Those that have extended legs, feet start to return to the floor. And then we'll bring the head back down. And now releasing the hands by the side. So we'll do leg lifts today. We'll do one side, then the other, and then both sides if you choose. So with the arms by the side, arms in letter T, or full body stretch arms, whichever you want to. Right knee comes into the chest, and right heel lifts up toward the ceiling. And this will be the slower. Sometimes I'll do it in the third, sometimes I'll just keep it moving. So today, we'll gently let the right heel come down, it taps, and goes back up. Left foot firmly presses into the floor. We're breathing with this. Usually as something goes up in the air, the breath starts to shorten. So keep it nice and flowing here. And then the next time that you lower, the right heel taps, we'll bend the right knee. Now the right foot safely stays in the floor, and we'll move to the left side. So left knee bends, left leg extends, and here you go on this side here. Once more, nice slow inhale and nice slow exhale. And the next time with the left heel taps, we'll bend the knee and place the left foot on the floor. So you felt that. We're going to do a few more rounds here. And your option is do one side and then the other like we just did, or if you would like to do both legs at the same time. As a person with tight hamstrings, I like to stack my hands under my hips, makes it a little more accessible to me. And here you go with your version. Extending the legs up and then slowly lowering down. So once more, a couple times each side here, and then we'll bring back the knees into the chest, gentle sacral roll side to side, making sure that the lower back feels okay. All right, so we'll move now to big toe. If you have a strap or if you have a belt or a necktie or something, we'll take the right leg up. So as you take the right leg up, left knee can stay bent if you choose to start with, or as you extend the left leg, if it pulls a lot on there, let off your propping just a little bit here. Right thigh engaged, opposing muscle group, of course, and breathing into your hamstring today. Left leg extended if you are, feeling the root there. Gently let the right leg open out to the right. Left fingertips reach away from you for support too. And we'll come back up. Strap in the left hand. If you will, bring your right hand up to your hip crease. Gently nudge that forward a little bit. Look at your right big toe. And think about your right big toe moving towards your left shoulder. I want to make sure everybody feels that IT band today. Breathing here. And we'll return the right leg up to big toe one, changing strap in hand here. Second time out to the right. Slow descent. Returning the right leg back up, strap back in left hand, right fingertips reach out. And now we'll do the laying down revolve triangle part. So right leg starts to cross over, left toes turn, hips stack on top of each other. And as you're able, the right foot reaches down toward the floor. Breath here, lengthen the right fingertips away from you. Head may turn in the direction of your right hand if you're adding head turning today. And we'll return that right leg back up. Nicely done. And third, final time, slow descent. Left fingertips reach away from you. Big inhale again and exhale. Right leg gently opens out to the right. Left side of the body rooting. And breath here. We'll come back up to center. Before we exit, strap in both hands here. More flexible if you want to. Let the head lift from the mat, walking the hands up the leg, grabbing foot. Whatever version's for you today. Breathing into this here. Both heels reaching away. Supta style, some variations here. Climbing big toe pose. And if you will, take a nice big inhale here. Emphasize whatever you're doing. And then with an exhalation, we'll release the right leg down. And we'll move to the left side. So strap around left foot. So again, starting with right knee on this side bent, if you choose, or extending the right leg. Breath here. Left thigh engaged, and breathing into the back of the left leg. Take a nice inhale here, and we'll open out to the left. Right side of the body rooting. Enjoying the breath. And we'll come back to center. Strapping the right hand here. Bring your left hand up to your hip crease. Gently push forward, slightly. And look at that left big toe and invite it toward that right shoulder. And smile. And we'll come back to center, strapping the left hand again. Big toe two, opening out to the side. And coming back to center. Now the revolve part on this side here. Big inhale, strap in right hand. Exhale, left leg crosses over. Hips stack on top of each other, left fingertips reaching away as that left foot comes in the direction of the floor. And once more, lengthen through both heels away from you, being with your breath. And we'll gently come back to center. Strap in the left hand. As you did the other side, slow descent. Right fingertips reach away. Left leg slowly comes down to the floor, right side ready. And coming back to center. Strap in both hands once more. Here's where you decide. Head lifters lift. Wherever you are, breathe into this. And take a big inhale, emphasize what you're doing. And then exhale, releasing the left leg slowly down. Take just a moment here and be with your breath and seeing how the legs feel. All right, so we'll bend both knees and place the feet on the mat. I want to introduce just a little back bend of the bridge pose. And so with both knees bent, we'll do it with arms and breath lifting. So feel the root of the feet into the ground. Inhale up, bottom lifts up, fingertips reach back. Very, very slow movement. And then on your exhalation, things return back down to the floor. Very slow. Be happy with your foot placement. A little more flexible. You probably want to bring your feet closer toward your bottom. Just a few rounds with this here. And then we'll take it to one static bridge. This time when you bring yourself up, those that choose, maybe want to bring the arms down by the side. Feet may walk a little bit closer together. Maybe grabbing ankles, maybe grabbing mat, clasping underneath you. Feel the openness here. Setu Bandhasana. Knees reaching forward. Shoulder blades coming together for support, chest lifting. And then we'll slowly bring ourselves down. Good, so if you roll on the right side of yourselves, right side of your body, have your strap handy. Anatasana is the pose, so it's going to be like we're enjoying a day down at the beach. Sounds good, doesn't it? So support the head. Your body makes a straight line as you're able. And we'll do the first version first, and then if you choose and want to extend the leg up, that's up to you. So, bending the right leg, left knee, excuse me, and then bring the knee in closer to you. And as the knee comes in closer to you, notice how it takes the core to keep you in line. Lengthen through that right heel away from you. And you might need to bend that right knee, bringing it forward if the balance is off and away. And just take a moment here and invite that left knee closer toward you. And then we'll bring the left foot back down the right leg. Now, next part of this, reclasping, getting your strap again. And then, with this version here, left leg starts to extend up toward the ceiling. And we just kind of got these hamstrings a little bit. Hopefully they'll feel a little more open than if we had started with this. So left heel reaching away. Notice how the core is called on to keep you from balancing here. If you fall out of it, big deal. Does not matter. Lengthen to that right heel as best you can. And if you want a little challenge, let that left foot start to go back behind you slightly. See if that calls on a little more action there. Beautiful. And then we'll slowly come out of this side here. And then we have another side, so you'll need to transition to your left side. Once more, the body makes a straight line as possible, supporting the head. And we'll do the first version first. So foot on knee, bring the right knee in here. Once more, feeling the core action. And then returning foot to leg. Part two, strappers or not. Then extending the leg up. And as you do the other side, if you want to feel a little more core action, the left foot, the right foot may be moving back behind you. And then we'll gently come out of this side here. So it's a little flip-flop. If you will, go back to your right side again. This is a shoulder opener. Kind of like maybe new to you. My usual students know this pretty well because I like to do it a lot. So as you're laying on your right side, this time your knees are bent. The knees are bent like feeling the kneecaps pressing together as best you can. Extend the right fingertips away from you. Head comes down to the floor. Now bring your left hand on top of your right hand and reach those left fingertips away from you and the right fingertips away from you. Now, in respect of any shoulder issue, start to let the left hand reach up toward the ceiling. And as it reaches up toward the ceiling, the hand may follow the head may follow the hand, does not have to. And as you're able, the left hand starts to reach down toward the floor. And then bring yourself back up. So this is just a gentle forward and back. Beautiful shoulder opener, safe. Be respectful, what's more, of any shoulder issues that you personally may have. So a couple more rounds with this. Now, so part two of this, and the part two is you'll make a big circle with your arm. So the next time that the hands join, not rushing, now the hand starts to reach behind your head. You'll notice it rotates. It has to because of the bone structure. And then it may move along the floor. It may not. And then fingertips start to move down toward your feet. So you're just making a big O here. Head may move around with this a little bit or not. Does not matter. Just feel the motion into the shoulder muscles. One more circle here. And then when the hands meet, we'll do the opposite side. So now you'll roll over again onto the left side of your body. Knees come together. And as those left fingertips reach away, right hand comes on top of left hand. And then this the forward and back here. Right hand would be doing the traveling now, up and over. Slow movement, being with the breath, enjoying the shoulder opener here. And then we'll start to enter the part 2 of this, making the circular. So now, right fingertips will reach up behind your head and making the circle there. Knees stay together as best you can. And then one more circle here. When the hands meet, we'll roll back to the right side. And from the right side, bring yourself up to all fours. So keeping with the shoulder action here just a little bit longer, this is what I call thread the needle. So in a moment, you're going to turn your right hand over and scoot your right hand toward the left. And as it does, the head comes down toward the floor. And then as you come out of it, you'll straighten the right arm and fingertips lift up toward the ceiling. So it's just like the old threading the needle here. Right fingertips reaching away and up. And you may notice the head wants to follow this action too. And one more round here. And then you'll make your change. Now it's the left fingertips that are doing the moving. And we'll start to make our way back to all fours position. All right, so from all fours, a little movement of a forward bend and a back bend. I like this one a lot. I hope you do too. So look down, fingertips are moving really wide stance with the fingers. Start to push yourself back to extended child's pose. As the hands press down, the sit bones lift back. Stay up a little higher, the first one. And then the pelvis comes forward. So we're going from a forward bend to a back bend. So be careful with this. Think about that the abdominals we just worked with, keeping them engaged, protects the back. And then with a couple times with this, you may come a little lower on each of the actions. Next time that you come up, like the strengthener of the plank pose. So knees may lift from the floor. Look down at those fingers. They're spread again. Feel the strength there. Feel the heels reaching back as the tops of the thighs lifting. And then the knees come back to the floor. One or two more times with the extended child's pose and the forward bend. Coming back to plank. And now we'll come to our first downward dog. So knees bend at first. As the hands press down, the sit bones lift up. I like to say the first one's yours. Walk the dog, bend one knee, bend the other. I don't want to say bark because my guys might start barking. So if you want to bark, go ahead, wag your tail. And then bring a little more integrity in your Adho Mukha Shavasana. As the hands press, Extend through those side ribs. Let the heels lift up toward the ceiling. Feel that lift, lift, lift. Stretch across the toes. Inner thighs roll back. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, heels descend down. And then one more time with our little vinyasa movement. Knees down. Pressing back to active child's pose. Coming back forward. Coming back to the plank pose. And downward dog. Pausing here for a moment. Those that want to do a one-legged dog, let the right heel lift, left heel descends. We'll return the right foot to the mat, moving to the left side. Left heel lifts, right heel descends. Left foot returns back to the mat. I want to move to a safe forward bend here. If you need to bring the knees down and change your position, do. If you're able to, walking the feet toward the hands. First forward bend standing. So propping, hands touch something. To the legs, do not want the hands to hover. Moving to powerful pose. Utkatasana. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, fingertips reach forward. And as they reach forward, breath here. Lengthen through those side ribs. Knees are bent. Another big inhale here. Exhale, we'll gently fold back to Uttanasana. Hands supported. Breathe into the legs here. Crown the head lower and be respectful of any eye issues or blood pressure issues. Resting anytime you need to, if you need to. Another nice big inhale here. Exhale, Utkatasana again. Powerful pose. Second time around. Lengthen up to the side ribs, maybe sitting a little lower. Totally up to you. We're going to do 3. So nice big inhale here. Exhale, gently folding back to Uttanasana, straightening those legs, support. And one more time, powerful pose. Fingertips reach forward. Feel the legs working. And then we'll start to straighten the legs. Standing, full body stretch here. Urdhva Hastasana, hands reach up toward the ceiling. Feet pressing into the floor. If you choose and want to add a little back bend to this, totally up to you. Stay up as you need to. Another big inhale here, and then exhale. We'll return the arms down by the side. All righty, standing pose, warrior 2. First off, mountain pose. Tall mountain. Crown of the head lifting, feel the spine grow. We'll separate the feet wide. We'll go to your right. So left toes in, right leg turns out away from you. Extend to the arms. Level shoulders. Nice big inhale here. And then exhale, right knee bends. Gaze over the right fingertips. The strength of the reverse warrior. Right hand will turn, it lifts up, left hand safely on leg. Maybe that right knee bends a little more. Breathe into the right side ribs. Coming back to warrior 2. We'll straighten the right leg, rest in the arms as you need to, as the feet make their change. So take a moment, left toes in, 15 degrees, right toes in, left toes looking forward. Big inhale again, and then exhale, left knee bend, shoulders stay left. Gazing over the left fingertips. And reversing the warrior here. Left knee may bend slightly more. Coming back to warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. We'll straighten the left leg, feet facing forward, and we'll return to our mountain pose. Tall mountain and pause. All right, so we'll link 2 together here. Warrior 2 in Parsvakonasana, extended side angle pose. If you know you need a little propping, we'll move that on each side of the mat. Higher version, of course, is elbow to front knee. Let's separate the feet. Left toes in, right toes away from you. Extending through the fingertips again. Once more with the breath. Big inhale here. Exhale, right knee bends. We'll reverse that warrior first. Right knee may bend a little more. Coming back to warrior two. And now your version of extended side angle pose. Adding upper arm if you choose. You can always leave the upper arm out and just invite on this side, right shoulder back. Left shoulder back. Breath here. Lengthening back to warrior two. Straighten the right leg. Resting those arms if you need to as you make your change. So important for the base of the pose to be correct. Right toes in, left toes reaching away. Big inhale again. Exhale, left knee bends. Gaze over those left fingertips. Reversing the warrior here. Left knee may bend a little more. Back to warrior two. Now, Parsvakonasana, extended side angle pose on this side here. Breath here. And we'll lengthen back to Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten the left leg, feet facing forward. And we'll bring ourselves back to mountain pose. The pause again. Alrighty, Trikonasana, time for triangle. Stepping apart. Feet are doing the same movement, aren't they? So left toes in, right leg lengthens out, extend through the fingertips here. Now with this pose, of course, now the right leg will stay straight. You want to lengthen out over that right leg. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. So I can't lengthen anymore, and then hand touches something, proper leg. And if you're adding the upper arm, fingertips leaking up towards the seat. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Lengthening up. Once more, if the arms are tired, no, be kind as the feet make their change. Left leg stays straight. Feel that energy coming up as those left fingertips reach away from you. Lengthen, 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 lengthen. Hand comes down and adding upper arm or not. Left shoulder reaching back. Breath here. Your triangle pose. Bringing ourselves back up. Feet facing forward and returning back to mountain pose. Well, we've done warrior warrior two, so I think it's time for warrior one and warrior three. I can't hear your answers, but I'm sure it was very affirmative. So we'll step if you're on your mat, we'll step your right foot forward and your left foot back. We'll link them together. So if you know you need some more propping, just take a moment and bring your blocks toward the front of your mat. We'll extend the arms up. So press into that left heel. Nice big inhale here. Feel that tummy working. Exhale, right knee bends. Left heel presses back. Feel the lengthen up to the side ribs. And then moving to warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3. Today, you may just tilt forward. That's perfectly fine. Left foot may stay on the ground. Does not matter. Those are coming up a little higher. As you come into this pose, breath there, whichever version you're doing. And we'll gently come back to warrior one. Straighten the right leg. Arms come down. And stepping the left foot forward. Take a moment here. Find the balance. Opposite side, left foot reaches back. Right foot reaches back. I'm sorry, I messed up there, whichever you're doing. The opposite side. Fingertips lift up. Big inhale here again. Exhale, front knee bends. And then your version of your Warriors 3 here. Lower version, higher version, it's not matter. Wherever you are. Gently returning foot down, returning to Warrior 1. Straightening front leg, arms come down, and stepping the feet back to mountain pose. Take a breath here. See how the standing poses are making you feel. All right, so I want to do a wide-legged stretch here. We've been going side to side. So, feet step wide apart. Hands come to the hips. If you know you need your blocks, bring them to the front so you can have that support there. Let the chest open, slight little back bend here. Feel the inner arches opening away from you. Big inhale again, and then exhale, you start to gently tilt forward. Hands may come to blocks, hands may come to the floor. Feel flat back. Once more, those inner arches move away from each other. Then take a big inhale here, then exhale. Those that want to come a little bit deeper, stay up if you need to. Respectful once more with forward bends, any eye issues, any blood pressure issues. Head may start to work down towards the floor. And with your version here, the hands may start to walk back toward the feet. We're all different. Prasarita Paramtanasana. Wide-legged forward bend. And then we'll start to safely come out the way you went in. Very, very important. When they come out, the feet may start to walk a little closer together. Maybe the hands come to the feet. Feel the tummy and the glute muscles roll to bring you up. And then we'll step our feet back together. I always feel it's important to have a little balance in class, so we'll do that with Vrikshasana or tree pose today. You probably have a wall close by if you need it. So we'll start first with the roots growing out of your right foot. Left foot turns out. Lower version, foot stays on foot leg. Or higher version, foot may come up leg wherever. And then here, arm branches, whatever, wide, it's not matter. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Be with your breath. And we'll gently come out of this side here. As the left foot returns to the mat, now the roots are growing there. Right foot turns out. And then your version on this side here, whatever it is. Be with the breath here. And we'll gently come out of this side here. Before we move to the mat, the floor, if you will, a closed eye mountain pose here. If you need to keep the eyes open, shallow breath. Feel the feet root. Length up to the side ribs. Once more, that crown of the head lifting up, tall spine, inner lift. Let the shoulders release, tops of the shoulders release down. Being with a nice slow inhale and nice slow exhale. Then we'll gently start to reopen the eyes if you haven't closed. And the last pose is your Shavasana, your corpse pose. So as you transition to the mat, any propping that you have that you feel like you need, make yourself comfortable. Horse pose is about letting go. So let all effort go out of the arms and legs. Maybe you can take a big inhale and exhale. Breathe out through both arms, both fingertips, on both hands. Another big inhale again, now out through the legs and out through both feet. Completely letting go. Softest around those facial muscles, around the eyes, around the forehead, letting the tongue release down. And then being with the wave of your breath. Mantra, I'm inhaling, I'm exhaling, always good. And with each exhalation, feel yourself drop. Let the floor and your propping support you. If you'll deepen your next inhale and slowly exhale. Staying where you are for a moment, I'd like to share with you something that I saw on Facebook yesterday. Written by Kitty O'Mara. And the people stayed home and read books and listened and rested and exercised and made art and played games and learned new ways of being and were still. And listened more deeply. Some meditated, some prayed, some danced. Some met their shadows. And the people began to think differently. And the people healed. And in the absence of people living in ignorant, dangerous, mindless, and heartless ways, the earth began to heal. And when the danger passed and the people joined together again, they grieved their losses and made new choices and dreamed new images and created new ways to live and heal the earth fully as they have been healed. Gently bringing movements to yourself, moving the fingers, moving the toes. Bending your knees always gently side to side a few times. Coming out of Shavasana slowly, very important. And gently rolling to a side. You'll bring yourself to a seated position just once more as you started class, just for a moment here. If you bring your hands to your hearts, feel your thumb at your heart center, finding gratitude, sending out hope. I want to thank you for spending a little time with me today. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and namaste.